Today we're going to be making a smart home connected candle, and I'm really excited about this one because I get to show you how to use this, one of the most powerful smart home devices on the market right now. This is actually a comment somebody left, but I can't find it, so I'm just making this video. So for this project, we're going to be using these babies. So they're not actual candles, they're these little LED ones that flicker and actually look really nice. They're super cheap. All of these were like 15 bucks on Amazon. You get them in a whole bunch of different shapes and sizes. But these are not smart home connected by any means, and that's what we have to change. Now, what these things do come with is a plain old remote that you can just use to turn the candles on and off. It just uses infrared like your TV. So to connect those to our smart home, we're going to be using this thing. This thing is called an IR blaster. This one's by Broadlink. I'll have a link to it in my bio. And essentially what this thing is a universal remote that you control with your smart home. The way this thing works is super simple. You plug it into power, then you download the app on your phone. Then on the app, you'll be able to scroll through and select any device that you would normally control with the remote. Now, this could be literally any device that you control with a remote, whether that's TVs, robot vacuums, fans. You could take any device that's traditionally not smart, add it into this app, and then you can now have full control over it with your smart home through this IR blaster. Now, what's even better is if you have a super niche remote controlled device like these candles that's not available in the app, you could then put the device into learning mode. You could then point the remote at the device, push all the buttons that you want to store on the device, and we'll automatically register them, and you'll now be able to control whatever that remote input in the app. I've done exactly that, and I've added the remote commands into the app. Now check this out. I have full control over these really cheap candles in an app. This is just so cool to me that you take something non-smart and turn it smart just with this little device. What's even cooler is you only need one IR blaster and you can add as many devices as you want on the phone. So if you have like a big entertainment setup and you want to add a bunch of remotes, all you need is just one IR blaster. Now for the best part, hooking this up to our smart home. By default, the Broadlink IR blaster actually works out of the box with Alexa. So if you have Alexa already, you're done. But we're going to be setting up with HomeKit using a Raspberry Pi and HomeBridge. So we've got them all connected to Apple HomeKit. Let's get them all set up. We're here in my living room and I've got this little record player. I've got the little candle set up on top of it and then the IR blaster here in the corner. This blaster also happens to control my TV soundbar and a bunch of other things. And now check this out. I just go into Apple HomeKit, scroll down to the living room, turn on the candle accessory, and bam, smart home control candles. Of course, this also means we now have full voice control over them with Siri and our Apple HomePod. Hey Siri, turn off the candles. So cool. It's like magic. I think it's super dope to have a cheap little device like these things be fully smart home controlled like that, and the best part about smart home control is we can now automate them. I think one of my favorite automations for these things is going to be using this motion sensor here in my living room that detects when I enter the room. Then set up this really simple automation that whenever it detects occupancy in the living room at night, because we only want that candle ambiance at night obviously, turn on the candles. Now check us out. We walk into the living room at night, the motion sensor detects our motion, and we got some nice little ambiance. So I'm actually super hyped with how this little project turned out. I'm going to be leaving these things in my living room for sure. If you guys want to check out the Broadlink IR Pro, like I said, this thing is one of the best smart home devices because it could adapt pretty much any non-smart device to be smart. I will leave a link to that in my bio. And I will also leave a link to these exact candles I used because I know you guys are going to ask. If you guys have any questions at all, toss them in the comments. You know I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you in the next video.